Hi, everybody. I was working on a top that incorporated the diamond pattern. This is a lace pattern. They call that a lace pattern whenever there's holes in the work, I guess. Remember, I'm still the blind leading the blind because I'm still learning a lot of things. But I think lace knitting means, having little holes and stuff. Well, actually, this would probably be a little bit of lace knitting. This is not the one I'm going to illustrate. I'm going to show you a tutorial step by step on how you can knit a lace pattern. So stay tuned, watch on. A little insert here. So the question is, why would you even want to know this? Why learn any lace pattern, lace knitting at all? Well, the thing is that you can always add it to the top or the bottom of a basic tee that you're knitting up. And if you look at my previous videos, you'll see that I have included suggestions and ideas and even a pattern on how to knit a basic tee so that you can knit up almost anything. And that should hopefully stir up your creativity. So maybe you want to put a lace on the bottom like this one, or a lace on the top like this one. You can't really see it that much, but there it is a little bit, yeah. Just to make things a little bit different. Sometimes you do it just so that you can avoid the boredom of knitting, even though it's therapeutic. So take a look at the tutorial, or it's always there for your use whenever you decide you want to do something like that. Cheers. For this sample, I cast on 36 stitches to complete 4 diamond patterns in the row. So each diamond pattern is a repeat of 9 stitches. So you set your diamond pattern by casting on the number of stitches you need for your garment. You do a knit row and then a purl row, and that's your foundation for working your diamond pattern on. So you're going to have to do a little bit of math there. So first I knit 5 stitches in. And then to create the first hole, I put my yarn forward, yarn over, I slip one, then I knit one, and then I pass that slipped stitch over the knit one. And then I knit 6. Now the first time I did this, I knit 5, did the diamond pattern, I knit 5, did the diamond pattern, and that threw my whole thing off. So you start with 5, then you do the diamond pattern, then you knit 6 stitches, and then you repeat the diamond pattern again, which is yarn over, slip one, knit one, and then take that slipped stitch and pass it over the knit stitch. And then you continue on, knit 6, 2, knit 3, knit 4, knit 5, knit 6, then yarn over, slip one, knit one, and when you do that pass over stitch, you need to be careful you're getting the right stitch. Sometimes on occasion I've picked up the wrong stitch and passed it over, and it fools up your whole work. So and then you can knit 6, yarn over in a moment, yarn over, slip one, knit one, pass that stitch over, and you repeat that pattern till you get to the end of your work. Careful not to split your wool, your yarn. In this case I'm using I Love This Cotton. It's a nice yarn weight to work with. So when you get to the end of your row, obviously you're going to turn your work and you're going to purl back. And you purl back across the whole row. With this next row, you're going to be creating 2 eyelets or 2 holes. And they're going to rest right on top of that one hole that you created in the previous row. So when you get to this point in the work, you want to be able to visualize this. Each previous hole is going to have a stitch above it, and the one before it is the one that you're going to slip. So yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, you're knitting that stitch that's above the hole, and then you're going to pass over that slipped stitch, or slip the stitch over the knitted stitch. I don't want to confuse you. And then you do that again, yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, and this creates the second eyelet, the second hole. And this time you're going to knit 4 in between your diamond pattern. And then you can recognize that you're at the right spot by seeing how your stitches look. So yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, which is resting right above the previous hole. Take that stitch and pass it over. You're going to do this again. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, pass that slip stitch over, and then knit 4. And you repeat that to the end of your row. So again, you can recognize that you're in the right spot. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over the knitted one. Do it again, yarn over. Now it does look a little bit different because you don't have a hole to go above, but so you're actually creating hole number 2, which will show up after you purl back on your row. 1, 2, these are the stitches in between the actual diamond pattern. And you could say the diamond pattern is when you do yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, pass over. Okay, so here we go. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over the knitted one, and then we're going to do it again because you want that second hole. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, pass it over. Careful not to split your wool, your yarn. And then I just knit to the end. And of course you're going to turn your work and you're going to purl back on that row and go back to the knitted side of your work. It's always good to occasionally stop and examine your work so that you can make sure that everything is lining up properly. So you can do that on the purl side or the knitted side. So we have 1 stitch or 1 hole in the bottom and then 2 on top. The next row we're going to create 3 holes, and they're going to lay right directly above the 2. So you knit 1, knit 2, knit 3. Now here's our point of recognition. That's when you do your yarn forward, slip that stitch, knit the next one, which is the one directly above the hole, and then you do that pass over, pass that stitch over, then you do it again, yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over the knit one, and do it again a 3rd time, 3 times. Yarn over, slip, knit, pass that stitch over. Now this time we're not going to have too many knitted stitches in between our diamond pattern. We're only going to do 2. Knit 1, knit 2. And then you start your yarn over your diamond pattern again. So yarn forward, slip 1, knit 1, pass that stitch over, yarn forward, because we're doing this 3 times, slip one, knit one, pass that stitch over, careful not to split your yarn, yarn forward, this is the 3rd one now, slip, knit, pass over, and then knit 2, and keep repeating that till you get to the end of your row. And once again, examine your work. So you can see how we have 1 hole in the bottom, 2 on top of that, and then 3 on top of that. And next we're going to go back to 2 holes. So again, it's a little bit different, but not difficult. So we begin by knitting 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Now look at, we're knitting that one over the eyelet, over the hole. Now we begin our work. Yarn forward, slip one, knit that stitch that's over the hole, pass the stitch over the knitted one, then do it again because we're doing 2 holes this time. So yarn forward, slip one, knit one, pass that stitch over. Now, no more yarn forwards, just knit. You're going to knit 4. And again, you're going to be knitting that stitch that's right above the hole, because we only want 2 eyelets this time. Yarn forward, slip, knit, pass over, 2 stitches so or holes, so we go do it again. Yarn forward, slip, knit, pass over, and knit 4, and that brings you just keep repeating that till you get to the end of your row. So by now you have completed 4 rows of the diamond pattern. There's 1, and then 2, and then 3, then back to 2. Now we go back to 1. And so we repeat the very first step that we took, which is to knit 5. 1, 2, 3. Gotta pull my yarn out there. 4, 5. And then we're going to do yarn forward, then slip, knit. We're only going to do this once and pass over. And then you're going to knit 6 stitches in between the diamond pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you're going to knit that stitch. Whoops, wait a minute. No, 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 no. No, next one, next one, next one. Put it back. There you go. Let's correct that. You only want 1 hole in the whole process here. Slip, knit. See, even though you know the pattern, you've been doing it, sometimes your brain mixes things up, at least mine does. So I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. So now I'm gonna knit 6 stitches in between the eyelet pattern. So 3, 4, 5, and you're gonna knit that 1 hole. I know it seems funny, but anyways, then yarn forward, slip, knit, pass that stitch over, Then you knit 6. 1. Good thing we learned to count when we were kids. 2. 3. 4. 5. And it seems like you're doing something wrong, but you are going to knit that stitch over the hole. And then yarn forward, slip, knit, pass the stitch over, and knit 6. So you just repeat that right to the end of your row. When you get to the end of your row, you're going to purl back, and then you're going to do knit, purl again. So that separates each diamond pattern within the rows. So that's about it. I saw a senior lady one day in the grocery store, and she had knit just a basic straight T style top, cap sleeves, and her whole front and back had these diamond patterns on it. So it was so neat to see it, like not something I've done, but something that somebody else is wearing. So I asked her, "Did you make your top?" Knowing full well she did. And she just agreed, but I think she was surprised that I would even ask her that. So she had knit it in this bright orange, and for her it looked pretty good. I personally wouldn't pick bright orange, but this is my sage green. And little secret, I actually pulled all this apart and decided to knit a different style top out of it. Meanwhile, I thought, I'd just show you how to knit the diamond pattern. Knit the diamond pattern, you get a 9-step repeat. You separate your rows with about a knit and purl, 2 knits, 2 purls. And then you have a neat diamond pattern that you can use anytime in any kind of knitting that you're doing. Even if you just want to do a few rows and practice it. It's great. It's worthwhile doing. It's great to get used to doing the yarn overs to create the eyelets. There are different ways to do it. This used the slip 1, knit 1 pattern, but sometimes you can do a yarn over and knit 2 together. Just practice and have fun. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that it proves to be a resource that you can always go back to and refer to when you want to knit a diamond pattern. I know it's probably something I'm going to be doing. I'll try to write it out and put it in the description for you. It's too bad you can't cut and paste those things, but anyways, maybe you can type it out yourself. Cheers, everybody.